Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Mr. Koch.
Shabbat shalom.
How's everybody this Shabbat? Very good. Once again, it's a pleasure seeing everybody here today on the Father's set-apart day. We all here in one accord, right? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
There you go. There we go. Here's some voices here. But again, it's a pleasure seeing everybody here today. We're going to have another dynamic lesson. In the name of the Father, we'll be using our executive moray here today, Moray Yahuah. We pray that everybody gets a good understanding on today's lesson. Anybody have anything you'd like to share with us? How good the Father has been in their lives throughout the weeks, months, years. We have our good brother, Yashra'al. It's always a pleasure seeing him.
I'm glad to be back in the congregation. More peace, praise Yahuah for all things, and just glad to be around my family again, man.
Hey, hallelujah. Yes, Shabbat Yahuah.
I just thank Yahuah because I'm going to be starting my new job next week.
Next week?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm excited about that. So all praise to Yahuah for opening up that door.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
For 2 weeks, is it?
My first 2 weeks is in Atlanta, and the next 2 weeks is at the base that they have.
No.
As soon as next week is my actual orientation, that's my start date. So.
Okay, so you'll be away for 4 weeks, a month?
Now I'll be away for 2 weeks, but there's 4 weeks of training.
Oh,
So
okay.
the first 2 weeks is here, and then the next 2 weeks after that is when I go away.
Okay. All right, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Very good. Anybody else? How's my sister doing in the back? The manager position? Doing all right? Okay, very good, very good.
Well, you know what? I want to give esteem to the Father because, again, we can't take these days for granted.
No.
We're not supposed to be here. You understand?
Exactly.
I thank him for his deliverance all throughout the week. And last night, there was a little situation that I had with the police. It wasn't, that I got pulled over. They said I didn't, move over the lane. The change lane thing, when they got to stop, if they're attending to somebody, you're supposed to move over the lane. Or slow down. So I did slow down. So, but anyway, they came behind me, pulled me over. It got to a thing where, they came over and opened up the doors and flashing flashlights and stuff.
They opened up the door?
Yeah, well, they asked me to open the door because, my window couldn't roll down, so I opened the door. Make a long story short, when they came back, she asked me to step out the vehicle. Now, another cop comes, here comes a male cop with her now. So now, of course, I'm a licensed carrier, and I was like, wow, I got a piece on me. And, I don't know if they see balls or whatever, but, I'm like, wow, I got to go over here and deal with these people. Of course, they're into, they be shooting us and stuff like that.
Right.
So I was like, wow. I was like, well, I said my prayers, you won't be with me, because, she's like, oh, Mr. Strong, can you step out the vehicle? And I'm like, okay, what's going on? So I step out the vehicle and, she explains to me why she's giving me the ticket, which she could have did right there. I didn't understand why she's asking me to step out the vehicle.
Exactly.
You understand? So I'm like thinking, I don't know, maybe she's looking for me to get,
Hospital.
why I got to step out the vehicle and all of that, or whatever the case may be. But, I complied with them and everything, and, she told me why she gave me the ticket. I was like, okay, fine, and I was like, okay, well, thank you. She don't know why I'm thanking her, but I'm just thanking her for not killing me. Right. I'm not thanking you for the ticket. I'm thanking you, but all praises to the Father, for delivering me out of that, because it could have went somewhere else.
Exactly.
So I just want to give all praise and esteem to him for that.
Hallelujah. Definitely.
Yeah.
That was something.
Yeah, because it was weird, because now in my van, the driver's side door don't open. So I got to go out through the passenger side, so Karai has to get out to let me out. So now, she has the she has the door, the door slid back. So I'm like thinking, I was hoping that Shema would close the door, but I think she didn't want so she keeping the light on me. And something was telling me, while you're going over, take the gun out and put it on and then something was like, don't do that. Something was like, don't do that. And you're always my witness. Two spirits. One was like, take that gun and put it down. But the other spirit was like, don't reach for that. And I followed that. It was like, no, just go ahead and get out. Because if they do ask me about the bulge, I would be like, yeah, I have, I'm a licensed carrier. My license is in my pocket.
Right.
But I immediately recognized that spirit that was telling me to put the gun down, don't take it out there with you. Because I think if I would have did that, it would have went somewhere else because she probably would have saw me.
He's grabbing for the gun.
Right, and that's the excuse.
Right.
Oh, he was reaching for something.
Exactly.
Right, so, but like I said, that other spirit immediately was like, don't touch that. Just go ahead out and deal with whatever you're going to deal with. Don't let us see you reaching for that.
Right.
So, I definitely was in tune with that spirit.
Bro, listen, you know what? I believe a lot of times we take things for granted,
Right.
believing that tomorrow is promised.
Exactly.
We should never do that. Never. Every second, every minute, every hour is by the grace and by the esteem of the Father of Yahuah.
Right.
My grandfather would always say, if it be the Father's will, I would do X, Y, and Z.
Hallelujah.
If it be the Father's will, I'll see you tomorrow. You can never, because it's not written anywhere in Scripture that you're promised to see tomorrow.
Right.
This is the reason why I try to always make sure that I utilize that day to the fullest, because it's just not guaranteed. That was something that came, because you already know, we all are marked, but especially, I say the copper color, man. I don't like to say no black, but there's been a mark on us since the very beginning. To destroy that male. There's always been that mark. So, hallelujah. Because, I'll make a testimony out of this. That was so important because last week, Shabbat, it was my expectation to see you, but not knowing that you would go through what you went through, where it could have gone the other way.
Right.
So just expecting to see you this week, there was a little turbulence. But you're here. Hallelujah. But just to share that, it's not guaranteed.
It's not.
It's not guaranteed. So we tell everybody, make sure that you tell your Ish and your Ishas that you love them. When you go out to work and things like that, try to give them that love, that comfort, and that support. Because again, there's no telling, there's nothing written that your Ish or the Isha is coming home at the end of the day. So this is the reason why we say the argument, the fighting, and what you did last week and last year and all this stuff. Nothing's guaranteed. Make best of the opportunity that you have now. All right, I'm going to get into all of that. But yes, we have Chief.
I'll just land me back off that and say, definitely shalom, Shabbat shalom to everyone, and real good week this past week.
Hallelujah.
This is something from a book that I'm reading. It's a leadership book, and one of the points is talking about adding value to other people as like kind of like a driving force for me this week, and I was really trying to remember that, and it really helped a lot keeping peace, and I think, and keeping a good head on my shoulders this week, and I just thank Yahuah for that, because if you're able to look at it, I think, or just look at your life and what you can do for someone else each day, it really helped.
Right.
Break some of the selfish drives that I usually will have throughout the week. Because, usually like if my schedule gets thrown off, I'm just like terrible.
Yeah, I had
shared
a-
some stuff with me. I'm like, wow.
So, I mean, last week, I'm trying to get my breath back. I was trying to rush back there. So last week it happened twice, and I actually fell asleep twice at the wheel because I was running. Sorry, guys.
Well, you're a young man now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so I fell asleep at the wheel twice. First time it happened is because I was leaving work late, and I was coming on the way back, and then since I was staying with Mashiyach, every day I have to get up at 3:30 in the morning to make my 6. So it was a 2-hour drive in the morning. And the morning drive wasn't bad, but it was the afternoon, the body just starts, I was just tired. And I kept, sometimes staying later than I should, and, still working. So on the way back, I was doing everything, playing the music loud, and probably should have the windows down to have that fresh air really hit my face.
Yeah.
But I kind of just, it was like such a quick second, I kind of like closed my eyes, and I felt myself nodding to sleep. And the only way I woke up, I know Yahuah wake me up, but the only way I wake up is my car started to go towards the left, and I don't know what you call those little bumps on the road, those speed bumps. It was loud, it was like, "Rrr," and then I just woke up and I jetted back onto the right way. So that was the first time. Second time, also coming home, I was actually closer to Shy. I was off the highway, and I was just dog tired. I think it was on Friday, and usually by Friday I'm just,
Yeah.
and I'm ready for Shabbat. I'm ready to sleep. And same case, driving down the road, and same thing. I just for a slight second, I kind of shut my eyes a bit, and this time I felt myself kind of just like knock out for a quick second, and I just felt someone say, "Wake up," and I was on the other lane already driving, and I quickly,
Wow.
got up and made it home safe. So I gotta give praises to God for keeping me alive. Yeah, it was rough. It was 200 miles a day. So it was 1,000 miles a week that I was driving just to get to and back to work. That's not even what I'm doing at work, too. So,
Wow.
Yeah,
I'll do it.
that's something serious because,
Yeah.
now, what they're doing, they're with the law, with the rules of the road of the law, they're actually now putting that into the category of driving drunk.
Exactly.
So if the police would have saw you doing that, he could have pulled you over. Right, but they would have looked at it like they always say, like, you're supposed to get a certain amount of hours of sleep, so you don't start falling asleep behind the wheel because they're putting that in the category of driving drunk. They even say it's worse.
Yeah, because there was a situation back in Pennsylvania where there was a driver. He did his 12, 14 hours for the day. He lived 5 miles from his house. Didn't make it home. He couldn't drive 5 miles. Ran into a ditch and killed himself. Yeah, so
That's why we have to be careful, because even I know like last week, me going home, when I feel myself get tired, or I feel like I'm gonna nod,
yeah,
I'll go off the road, go to a restaurant. I take me like a 45-minute power nap or something,
right.
just to wake up, because I know how dangerous that is. And when I pulled off the road last week to go take a power nap, we live off of exit 176. I pulled off to go take a power nap at exit 173.
Wow.
They're going to show you how
Only
tired I
3 more
was.
exits.
Yeah, but I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you're not guaranteed to make it home, because that's dangerous.
Right.
But I'm not gonna lie, I did tell Maura he was pretty pissed off.
Yeah.
But that's why he gave me that speech, like she didn't pull off.
Even with my Isha, like when my Isha goes to work Tuesday night, she's up without not 1 minute of sleep all the way until Thursday night. From Tuesday night to Thursday night, she's up between school and work without not 1 hour or 5 minutes of rest. And I tell her, even going home, I said, stay in the work stay in the hospital parking lot, take you a power nap or a nap if you feel that you too tired to go home. I said, do not get on that road like that. Don't always take it. Because see, we think, most people that get killed in accidents and stuff like that, most time it's right in the vicinity of their home.
Absolutely, yeah.
Within a few miles from where they live. Because your mind, you'll tell yourself, I'm okay, but your body's not saying you're okay.
Right.
Anytime you start dozing and stuff like that, that means your body's saying rest and rest now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we try to push and enforce these things, but we thank Yahuah for his mercies and his grace and his kindness, because like I always say, there's not anything that we should take for granted. We don't go from point A to point B to reach our destination. It has nothing to do with our own will.
Right.
It's his mercy, him allowing his guardian Malachites to encamp around us and protect us and keep hurt, harm, and danger from coming now our dwellings. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we always have to extend and thank him for that, and I always do. Because I don't care how good I think I might drive, nah, it has nothing to do with me.
Absolutely.
It's only because of his mercies and his
Absolutely, Maury. Absolutely. I know every time I call Zakane, if it's 7, 8 o'clock, whatever the case like that might be, I don't know if you notice, I noticed this. And if you have your Isha, one of your daughters in the car, hold on for a second, Maury. Let me beroot my family before they start off with their day. And I admire that. You know, that's good because, again, nothing is promised, but you're covering them through your prayers before they get out of the car so they can have a blessed day, so they can come home again and you can see your family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we begin to see these Torah principles, all right, being followed. That is very, very important. You might look at that. I'm not saying that you do, but it might seem small or minute to a lot of people.
Right.
But you never know. That blessing right there, that 2 second, that 2-minute blessing can cover a person for the whole day. The whole day. So I'm like, okay, no problem. I hear in the background, Baruch and his family, Poti, she goes off to work. Shammai, Kasai, and Leah, they go off to work. I said, listen, that is very, very good. Hallelujah for that. And another thing for that is that Zakar, between 3:30 and 4 o'clock, he calls me. All right, because I'm out there on the road.
Yeah.
Just that phone call, because you know, driving on the road, it can put you in a trance.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll put you in a trance. And so a lot of times, you know, Zakar give me that phone call. Hey, Shalom, Mikey, what's going on? I'm on my way to work now. You know, like spark you.
Right,
You know,
right.
give you that extra zeal to keep on going. So again, we never know how important it is just to check up on one another every once in a while. Keep each other in prayer. Because again, nothing is guaranteed. All right. So with that, Mishmikar, we're going to stand up, face the east. We're going to have our Zakane, Chief Zakane, to blow the shofar, and we're going to have Solomon. How are you doing today? You good? Hallelujah. You want to open this up?
All right.
Okay, hallelujah. So we're going to have our Chief Zakane to blow the shofar 7 times, and then we'll have Brother Solomon to bring us in with prayer.
Yeah.
without further ado, Mr. McCobb, we're going to bring up our executive moray. He's going to bring us some divine words from the Father of Yahuah through his Son, Yahusha Mashiyach. You have Moray Eliyahu.
Hallelujah.